Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
On hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. And the opening tip won by the New York Knicks. To Kevin Knox. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They trail by 2. To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. Down to Zaza. And finishes strong. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Possession lies with New York. The drive, right to the basket. Won't go. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Fred Van Vliet. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Kevin Knox. Trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Well done. Kyle Lowry missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Lowry. To Van Vliet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. That no good, off the mark. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Fred Van Vliet down to Zaza. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Kevin Knox. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Lowry into the front court. Leads a bucket. Runner's good there.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Kevin Knox. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Lowry with a shot that's no good. To Kevin Knox. Pascal Siakam sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And counted at the rim. Lowry with it. 10-6 our score. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
The possession lies with New York. Surveys the floor. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, count it.
Right back to you.
Stepping in for New York, number 5, Dennis Smith.
Able to convert on both free throws. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 10-all is our score. McCall to Lowry. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Dennis Smith Jr. Screen coming. Smith. And stuffs it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. up against Patrick McCall. To Kevin Knox. Gets it in the left corner. Smith. Deep two there. Won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
New York Knicks basketball. Smith. To Payton. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Fred VanVleet. Off the assist.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Smith into the front court. The score, 14-all. Got it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet to McCaw. For three, Fred VanVleet locked in on that one.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Smith with the basketball. They trail by one. Payton to Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. The Raptors able to clear the board. Powell to VanVleet. Nerlens Noel swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And throws it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Fred VanVleet to McCaw. Down to Zaza. Missed a wide open look.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Fred VanVleet to Powell. McCaw to VanVleet.
Big pick right there.
5 to shoot for Toronto. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good. Smith now into the front court. His team up by one. Elfrid Payton against McCaw. Screen coming. Payton to Dennis Smith Jr. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. And scores. Strong take. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Our game programs have player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Peyton to Dennis Smith Jr. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Dennis Smith Jr., a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. McCaw into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Short jumper misses. New York in control of the basketball. Smith. That pass taken away by Toronto.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Cashes in for two.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Smith with it up top. Down two. Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark. McCaw into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. And look out. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
That misses with 3 seconds left. That ends the first quarter. The Raptors in front. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Trying to cash in. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. McCaw into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rivers with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Kevin Knox. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. McCaw into the front court. Up 6. Here comes the screen. Patrick McCaw, defended by Nerlens Noel. To Hollis Jefferson. Shot from in close, no good. To Rivers. Down to 5 on the 24. And a throwdown.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Toronto with the basketball. McCaw guarded by Nerlens Noel. Nothing going here on that drive. McCaw has a chance, almost, but no good. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
McCall to Hollis Jefferson. Off the mark. Rivers into the front court. They trail by 2. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. McCall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Siakam at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. In the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. To Rivers. That's rebounded by Toronto. Lowry into the front court. Up 5. Pascal Siakam goes to the right side. Lowry, that's rebounded by the Knicks. Knicks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith to Kevin Knox. Can't miss those. Lowry into the front court. Leads 5. A lot of contact. No whistle.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And the slam.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Lowry defended by Nerlens Noel. From the outside, no good. Smith into the front court. They're down 3. Austin Rivers down low. Noel slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry. Knox with the board. Smith with the basketball. Down by 1. To Kevin Knox. Smith to Rivers. Shot won't go. Lowry with it. Leads 1. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Smith there for the rebound. Count it.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Toronto has the basketball. Nerlens Noel with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Smith now into the front court. Leads just a point. Give him 2
NBA
points.
Season 8 2020 games and highlights coming up next.
The ball release off the hand to be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact. That's something special to watch.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. To Kevin Knox. Nice pass to set things up.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down 3. The screen sets him up for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Kevin Knox. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Toronto with the basketball. Probing the defense. And it's rejected. That's
NBA Season 8 2020 matchups coming up next. New Orleans Pelicans 2-2 Oklahoma City Thunder 1-2.
McCall. Shot from the lane won't go. Kevin Knox. Deep right corner. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here comes the screen. Nerlens Noel with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
And that's rebounded by Noel. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball is
NBA Season 8 2020 matchups coming up next. Phoenix Suns 3-1 Utah Jazz 2-1.
Pascal Siakam to McCaw. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to McCaw. For 3. Advantage to the D. Won't go for McCaw. To Kevin Knox. Rebound taken by Toronto. Knocked loose. Lowry. McCall. That'll get out off the Raptors. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Possession lies with New York. And the finish at the rim. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Has a look. And scores on the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Elfrid Payton up against Patrick McCall. Down low, Noel. Short jumper misses. McCall into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. That's going to be out of bounds. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
From long range. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Nice pass to get things going. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Knicks have the lead.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Knicks will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Raptors are still very much
NBA Season 8 2020 matchups coming up next. Chicago Bulls 1-3, Washington Wizards 0-4.
These These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
Noel did a remarkable job of swatting shot after shot. Scorers have got to be thinking twice when he's within range.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. So Lowry has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Another chance. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lowry into the front court. His guys down 3.
NBA Season 8 2020 matchups coming up next. Sacramento Kings 3-1, Houston Rockets 0-2.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. To Kevin Knox. Has a look. Jumper's good.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
So Lowry. Can't connect. Short jumper off the mark.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilize it a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Whistle whistle blows. Oh, his back was to the basket. 5-second count. It's going the other way. Lowry. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Short jumper off the mark. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Driving right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Screen coming. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he hits the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lowry into the front court. The deficit is 6. And the basket good at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
New York with 4 to shoot. To Kevin Knox. Won't go down. Lowry with it. His guys trail now by 4. Count the basket at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kevin Knox. Finish that.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Kevin Knox. Not that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Lowry to Van Vliet. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good.
For Toronto, number 24, Norman Powell.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. From the outside, no good. Count the bucket for 2.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
To Lowry. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
He connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The possession lies with New York. Smith to Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Lowry into the front court. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. OG Anunoby, defended by Nerlens Noel. Has a chance. The shot by Lowry misses. Payton into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Pascal Siakam able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Powell. Lowry. To Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper won't go down. Smith with it up top. Up by 6. Raptors come away with it. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope. First one does not go. Oh, he missed them both. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
New York Knicks basketball. And look out.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
To Payton. Dumps it down with authority. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Lowry into the front court. Down 6. Here comes the screen. Fine to shoot for Toronto. Mitchell Robinson. Huge block. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Kevin Knox. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lowry has the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Siakam trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Missed it at the line. Has a look. And the rebound taken by Zaza. McCaw into the front court. Trailing by 4. And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Kevin Knox. It goes down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Knox with the board. To Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Lowry. To Hollis-Jefferson. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Trying to cash in. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free? Deep three at the buzzer, and he'll head to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
OG Anunoby is going to get a chance at 3 here. Not the best career mark, 62%. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. Long key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end. The Knicks have the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Add 2 points to the board.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Here comes the screen. Lowry to Powell. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Norman Powell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Into the front court comes Smith. His team up by 7. Nothing going here on that drive. The shot missed by Smith. McCaw into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Lowry. Mitchell Robinson sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
For Toronto, number 23.
Goes 2 for 2.
Get it, shoot it again.
It's the Raptors with the basketball.
Match up.
Probing the defense. Fred VanVleet to McCaw. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Advantage to the D. Won't go for McCaw. To Rivers. And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Fred VanVleet to Hollis Jefferson. Down to Zaza. Off the assist.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the New York Knicks, number 9.
Oh, he had it. To Dennis Smith Jr. To Hollis Jefferson. And he buries it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Number 3.
New York in control of the basketball. To Dennis Smith Jr. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Powell to Van Vliet. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Van Vliet. The drive right to the basket. Not that time. Knicks with the basketball. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
I like that.
Lowry with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith into the front court. Up 6. To Rivers. Screen coming.
Watch the cutter, man. Screen coming your way.
Knicks with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Fred Van Vliet. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Screen coming. Lowry. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Smith with the basketball. Up by 6. Austin Rivers. It was right there. Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
OG Anunoby with a chance at a 4-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw try, off the mark. Smith now into the front court. Up by 3. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Powell. To Lowry. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. For 3. Steps out and hits.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Possession lies with New York. Pascal Siakam rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Knocked loose. Knicks have it.
Neck and neck, they couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
And count the basket.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His group now down 2. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Powell. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Number 12, subbing in for the Raptors, number 23.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Lowry. Has a chance. Lowry with a shot that's no good. To Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Shot clock winding down. The shot by Lowry misses. Lets it fly from long range, and the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one, count it.
I like that.
It's the second, one more coming. No good. Made the first 2, missed the last. Lowry into the front court. The deficit is 6. Here comes the screen. Down to Zaza. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
Gets it in the left corner. Kevin Knox. Knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Lowry. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Knocked loose. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
No good, and no foul. To Lowry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
OG Anunoby trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Can't convert the free throw. Screen coming. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. Toronto has the basketball. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks got the win in a nail-biter. No one should be surprised that we're highlighting all of the shots that were blocked in this contest. It's just amazing how one swat can fire up a team, and even their coach. What you see here is how the
Game
majority of the
5
points
New
were
York
scored
Knicks
for the
9-2
New York
Toronto
Knicks.
Raptors 9-0 final.
The Raptors must be devastated after such a close loss.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Game drive. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.